Hello, I am Talal Bariun, the leader of National Suitcase Museum project in Libya. I am ASOR's representative in Tripoli, Libya, and I am a legal advisor, a specialist in the law of protection Libyan heritage. The Scouts movement founded in South Africa in 1907 by the founder Lord Bernabeu and founded in Libya in 1954 and become a member of the international or of the World Scout movement. It's quite a big, really big movement all around the world. And the Libyan Scout movement tried by all means uh, for protection the cultural heritage, especially the intangible heritage, as part of its duty to the community. In fact, my country, Libya, has been affected hardly by the armed conflict since 2011, and because of the help of ASOR and the department and the US Department of State and the US Embassy in Tripoli, ASOR has been created an ambition project and work plan for protection the Libyan cultural heritage as an important part of the world's cultural heritage. So this project named or call it Suitcase Museum with the great help of the Scout movement in Libya, the active members of this movement. So we start the work. We start the work in 2018, and this project faced lots of success all all over the country, as we going to speak about it in the next slides. I just like to mention a very important point before I start my presentation, in fact, which is we work with all the Libyan citizens, and we in different categories and different stages. So we work with the children, with the students, with the old people, with the youth, with the young people. The main work of our project is talking to the youth people and to the students in secondary school and high schools and universities. Even we have pop-up events or open air, we call it open air events. uh, we talk with the ordinary people, the normal people, and we create during the past 6 years, we create a work plan and curriculum can fit with all categories and knowledge and the different categories of knowledge of the people. As the group of the Suitcase Museum and as the Scouts and Scouts leader, we simply use the Scouts methods of education and training. It's very good idea, has been used for decades, and always faced great success. So this method uh, uh, based in five main column, of course, with lots of details and action and work and the actual work in the field, but it's based on five column, which is training and practice, outdoor activities, discover and help talent, sharing ideas and experience, and interactive motion. Of course, we are, as a group of volunteers, we are part of the community, and we are part of the efforts of protection the cultural heritage in our country, which is I said earlier, it's suffering, really suffering of the civil war and conflict clashes. So we work with the different categories of the community. We work with the governments and non-governmental bodies, uh, and the small groups, and with the citizen, with the normal people, ordinary people, uh, with the great help with the the US embassy in Libya and ASOR. So we start working with the schools and the sports clubs, and then with the scouts groups in the clubs, and later we work with the municipalities in the regions, and with the local government institution, and later on with the universities all over the country. We previously work with the lots of non-government association, with the governmental bodies, as I said, and proudly we can say we worked with more than 80 bodies, such as institutions, universities, uh, active clubs, and the scouts groups, and municipalities, and even uh, and with the antiquity, of course, with the Libyan antiquity department. It was a great partner of us, and also with the Tunisian antiquity department, with the Tunisian scouts, with the several museums all around the country. So it's just a small example from the bodies that we worked for, and we still working with them. They are still working with us successfully so far. Here is just uh, a more detail of a work plan that we used. So we start with the scouts groups, and then to the schools, and then we create some pop-up events, or we call it open air events, and then later, and the later step, we work with the universities to reach more than 320 activities, between major workshops, like a workshop of 4 days, till the smallest lectures or lessons to the primary schools, or the Cub Scouts, or the Brownies. Uh, so, as I said, uh, we create a curriculum that we think with the experience, and that we think it's can be used with the different ages of the people that we work with different knowledge, with the different experience, and even with different regions in the country. This map shows the wideness and the distribution of the Suitcase Museum project, and the awareness activities of the Libyan Scout movement, Boy Scouts and Girl Guides of Libya. We start at the beginning, we start in Tripoli, and now you can see in this map how the project is take more and more and more activities all around the country. Boy Scouts and Girl Guides of Libya, which is the official name of the Scouts movement in Libya. It's now 70 years old now, and really it's the oldest and the biggest youth association for serving and volunteering the community, and all over the country, all over Libya. So it's still very strong, still active, and even during the civil war, the scouts keep keep themselves as in one body, without any dividing between East and West during the past civil war. So really, the Scouts was our main partner. And this photo that we can see in this slide, it's an example of the starting projects, starting workshops took place at the beginning of this project, which was uh, very good, actually. And the scouts, uh, their education as scouts, so they can listen to the instructions of the specialists from the antiquity department. They teach them and told them what they do exactly, and they are very good for tight, tidy, and stick with the instructions, with which is gives lots of success of the project. Here is another very wonderful and big event. It's an example of a workshop for 4 days for the rovers and the senior scouts, with the supervision of the specialist from the antiquity department, and specialists from the professors from the university, uh, who trained the rovers and the girl guides how to do some protection to the cultural heritage in such amazing, famous uh, 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 Greek Greek city in west of Libya, which is the Arabic name, the local name of this place is Shahat, and the Greek name or archaeology name of this place is Cyrene or Kirini. This workshop, the participant in this workshop, it's more than 100 and 60 girl guides and Boy Scouts, and also with some ordinary people who likes to involve in this workshop. This workshop really is one of the very good activities that we have done. In the previous slides, we have been talking about activities in the west of Libya and east of Libya, and now we have a very good example of the scout group, very active in the central west of Libya, from a remote desert area of uh, of the a scout group trying to protect their hometown, their ancient old hometown, using the Suitcase museum project, and they are part of it. And here in these photos, we can see different activities took place in that ancient town, even with the supervision of the specialists from the antiquity department. The scouts group uh, has been able to even renew some uh, or restore some areas of the town. The name of the town is Hoon, and their leader create a method how how can make pieces of mosaics, which really the Cub Scouts found very enjoyable, and they like it, and this is part of the great efforts of protection the cultural heritage of their town. And here is another live example of another Girl Guides group working with the protection of intangible cultural heritage in Tripoli. Uh, Quite a big group of brownies and Girl Scouts, uh, with uh, with lots of activities and lots of uh, open door and indoor uh, activities in this regard. And here is another example of the a professional work uh, with the partnership between the Scout movement and Sobrata University, the Faculty of Archaeology, and the Suitcase Museum project, and the observer of Sobrata. It's a quite important workshop with the students of Faculty of Archaeology, with the professors. Uh, the Suitcase Museum project gave them, with the partnership of the Scouts and ASOR, of course, gave them a 4 days workshop about the professional excavations for the students. It was a wonderful workshop uh, with lots of progress, with lots of details of preparing for this professional workshop, and it's one of the really good workshops. And here is another example of the another specialist workshop in different place. It's to give an example of this working with the scout movement. It took place all over the country, all over Libya, even in remote places. Gadames, the ancient city, it's well known as a city of 3,000 years old with lots of concept. It's another example of specialist workshop, but this one is addressed to the members of the project. And as I said earlier, that most of the members of Suitcase Museum are scout leaders and girl guide leaders. So it's an example of training workshop of the members, so they can educate the others, they can educate the children, they can educate the younger scouts, and they give them lots of awareness about the risk, who is facing the Libyan cultural heritage because of the special conditions of the country. This is one day. This is just one day activity. One day activity. It's for the Cub Scouts and for the brownies, about about uh, working with mosaics and with some movement activities, and with some outdoor activities, which is fit with their age, which is enjoyable for them, with some games, with some activities that convenient for them, to encourage them to talk with their family about protecting the cultural heritage. Here in this slide, I would like to say it's really wonderful experience during the last 6 years, with lots of activities, with lots of harmony with the group, with lots of efforts. It's really work without end. As we feel it's our duty to help our community, and to help our people, to help our country, to save us as much as we can of their culture, of their heritage, because it's very important. It's because it's not just for us. It's for the people all around the world. It's for the humanity. We are just guards of this heritage, and our duty to keep it safe, to do our best to deliver it to the next generations, for the researchers, for the universities around the world, for the institutions, uh, to help the science, to help the knowledge, for making uh, the humanity even better. With lots of hope, we are just burning candles all around the country. It's to raise the hope, to raise their faith about themselves, that they can really make the change. Of course, we believe that this work, this enjoyable, tiring work, is without end. So we think that we able, with with uh, with confident, even to transfer the experience to the neighborhood country, to the neighborhood countries. So we start transferring the experience to our brothers and sisters in Tunisia, with partnership, of course, with the Tunisian Scouts, the oldest and largest youth association in Tunisia. So this the workshop of 3 days with the with our brothers and sisters in the Tunisian Scouts for delivering the message, transferring the experience. So some of the team with the support and help of the U.S. Embassy in Tripoli, Libya, and with ASOR, uh, a big workshop took place in last May in wonderful Roman site in Tunisia, which is Oudna, uh, southeast of Tunis, the capital, maybe 30 kilometers. So it's 3 days of activities with the between the Libyan scouts and Tunisian scouts and the members of Suitcase Museum project about uh, to train them about our experience of using this project in Libya, which is in fact faced lots of successful, as I said previously. Previously, here we can see some more photos, which is reflect the different kind of activities. In fact, this workshop, which is took place of 3 days, contain 6 or 7 small workshop inside this workshop for different kind of training activities of protection the cultural heritage, which is can deliver at least the basis of the project. In fact, I would like to say something here about our brothers and sisters in the Tunisian Scouts. They were very good. In fact, they were excellent. They were excellent with this. I mean, uh, uh, they are they were really good partners with us. They are very helpful. They are very active with us, with lots of ambition, with lots of ambition to to work to work with this project for their country as well. So this work really, it's the harvest or the fruit of lots of efforts, lots of people working very hard for this success of this project and this work. Many people uh, took place and handled their duty to deliver a message of the awareness of protecting the cultural heritage. That's the most important message. The protection to to tell the people, to aware them about the problems that the cultural heritage in our countries it's running. I mean, because of different reasons, the climate change, the activity of the people, the war. There is many reasons for this dangerous are really facing the cultural heritage. So thank you very much for them all. And we are still working as one group, and we are continue continue our work.